Hi Pisces, this is Jessica with Whispers of Grace Healing. I am here today to do your January 2020 general reading. This will be for Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. So if this is your sun sign and it does not resonate, please check out your Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. I hope everyone is doing well today. If you are new, welcome. And if you are my Vibe Tribe, I love you something serious. Make sure that if you resonate with me, my energy, or these messages, to like, share, subscribe, drop me a comment. Let me know how it resonates with you. And I hope all of you are doing well. I hope you all enjoyed your Christmas too. And just understand that there's a lot of pressure building with us coming up on the end of the year. And, these are for January. So hopefully they will make some sense and give you some preparation for the month ahead and to start a whole new decade, guys. We're there. We're so close. So buckle up. Now, these are going to be general readings. I have several decks out, so we're going to see how this all plays out, and hopefully we can get you some clarification for the month ahead and, just see what comes out for you, okay? So just remember, these are general readings. They may not apply to everyone, but please do not force it, okay? So we're going to start off with the Messenger Oracle to kind of get a base of what's going on and what we're going to be touching on today. And let's see what they got for you, okay? So see the signs, Pisces. There are signs around you everywhere, my dear Pisces, okay? So I feel like there are certain things that are leading you to understand the darker sides of your conscious mind, okay? How your conscious mind is kind of playing illusions to keep you away from seeing your true strengths, right? I feel like there are certain aspects of your shadow side that are kind of playing this game of the dark and the light, right? You kind of find yourself slipping back and forth, but it also is all connected to the birth of the new self when it comes to the creations that you are going to be making, not only in this coming year, but in the years ahead. And Pisces, you are such a deep, divine, wise soul, okay? You have been here many, many times, and I feel like you could have been told that throughout your life, like you're such an old soul, you have a lot of knowledge, and it's time to start using that knowledge to your benefit. Really realizing, especially when it comes to shadow aspects, whether that be fear, doubt, animosity, these kind of things, especially within your dream state, I feel like it's really important that you realize how much you've already overcome and what does fear and worry really do for any of that, because you made it out, right? You made it out unscathed. You're here, you're living, you're thriving, and it's time for you to accept that courageous aspect of self and realizing your true potential and your true power. Now, it's also about revealing your truth, like taking off the mask and quit feeling like you have to be a certain way or provide a certain way, and that you have to hide from yourself or others, right? It's time for you to be honest with your emotions. It's time for you to see the true aspect of self on a soul level, right? Because I feel like there are certain parts, especially of your shadow side, that you have been kind of hiding behind, and now it's time to reveal your uniqueness and your individuality. Love those parts of yourself that are different, and realize that that authentic side of yourself is actually celebrated, is accepted. And it's by having the courage to reveal your truth and your authenticity that is going to help you skyrocket into a new decade, right? Because like I said, it's not just this year coming, but it's the years ahead too. And realize that change is unavoidable. Like, in order for us to evolve, we must change. So it's about really being present and accepting the changes that are happening for you. So it's very important that you ground yourself and do what is necessary to nourish your soul. Let two become one. So this could talk about relationships, but it could also, what I'm really getting is blending the divine masculine and feminine side of yourself, knowing when to love and nurture and be still and, pay attention to your intuition. Hey, Isabel. But it's also when to take charge and be in that authoritative position, and knowing when to take action and have that confidence to trust your gut, move forward, and not let fear deter you. Okay, so let's pull, since we have the let two become one, and it's also about loving on those aspects of self, especially if there have been, distorted parts of self when it comes to the divine feminine or divine masculine side. So do you fear that you can't trust your intuition or your psychic abilities? Do you fear that you don't have what it takes to move forward and have that confidence and taking action and, authority over your life, like taking your power back, these kind of things? And I find it very important that, like, when you feel these, aspects of self are distorted, that it can really cause separation within your relationships. It can push people away and not allow people to see the true side of you and what you really have to bring to the table. So what they're wanting you to do is, understand that having more of a playful side to your energy and accepting self as you are, but also realizing the potential that lies within, can, like, really allow you to enjoy your life more and be more in the present moment. Now, I do see here with the separation and wedding card that, there could be some separation or emotional distance when it comes to, your marriage, your relationships. And it's by facing those shadow aspects of self and the fear that is, like, kind of taking or has been taking, because I know Pisces has been going through a lot lately. And, these messages aren't going to be for everyone, but it's for who needs to hear it most. Okay. So with that being said, it might be time to really take some time out for yourself so that you can reconnect with those that you love or are in a committed relationship, because both of you have evolved, or are evolving, and it's time to get to know each other on deeper aspects and really allow each other to show those parts of yourself that might feel vulnerable or might be scared, and, like, really building a whole new foundation for your relationship, whether that be romantic, friends, family, whatever. Okay. Um, yeah. So understand that, if your heart hurts, you're going to be more guarded. And it's about coming to this point of surrendering and being honest with what you're feeling or what you're wanting out of your relationships, instead of trying to put on such a strong front that ends up projecting into fear or animosity or separation. So There could be certain things around past relationships, whether it's romantic or not, that are still affecting the way that you're holding on to your pain. And it's by opening up and having these heart-to-heart conversations about the pain that you are feeling that's going to help deepen the connection between you and your loved ones, okay? So let's see what's going on in the tarot. So yeah, Three of Swords. There is pain, guys. There is extreme pain within the heart center. So it's really important that you are open and honest and listen, especially if you are in a committed relationship or married, whatever the case may be, even if you just have a potential suitor that you see having this with, it's really important that you start to mend that broken heart and be honest about what you're feeling so that you can work together with the person that you care about and that cares about you. So when you have that cooperative partnership and you understand what's done is done, you can't keep going back and forth and reliving your past and expect it not to affect your present or your future. I feel like this is more about offering to yourself. Hey, Danny. It's about offering that love to yourself, because the Page of Cups is here with the fish, which represents Pisces. There might be certain aspects of yourself that kind of feels like a fish out of water and you're really not sure what to do. Some aspects of your fear might even make you feel like you're suffocating. You're not even really sure what to do with that pain. But with the Three of Pentacles in this deck, I feel like it's time to acknowledge what's done is done, admire the work that has been done, that is solidified, it's not moving, it's not changing, and allow yourself to walk through the door that offers limitless opportunities, even if it feels like walking through the void. You're not really sure what's on that other side, but it's also about realizing that you have all the tools that you need to complete the task. You've done it before, you will do it again, okay? And with the High Priestess being here, there could be things that you're really not sure of, but it's about balancing that light and dark aspects of self, and realize it's not about getting rid of the dark aspects of self. Like Brooke says, it's about what we perceive as weakness and realizing that it's a true strength. Once we can look at those perceived weaknesses and give it a new job or a new mission, and okay, my stubbornness, giving my stubbornness a different job instead of allowing my stubbornness to create fear and stay in fear, I allow it to propel me and solidify me and my convictions, right? And believing in myself. So there might be things behind the scene that you're really not sure of, and it feels really scary to take up new opportunities and walk through that void. But you also have the intuition and the strong instinct to walk through those veils and understand that healing is taking place. With the Temperance, it's about being patient with the process and allowing the divine to heal your mind, but also allowing you to ground that into your 3D existence. Some of you could be dealing with a Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces, or this is you just taking the lid off of your emotions and being honest with what you're intuitively picking up, and being able to look at those emotions, whether it be fear, happiness, pride, any of this. It's about being honest with the emotions that you're feeling and allowing them to come to the surface, and using the intuition to work through those emotions that are coming up for you. Especially when it comes to the Eight of Pentacles, this could be about a job or finances or just working on your relationships in general. because they're bringing me to the Temperance card. That sun is rising above the mountains there. So you have to go through this healing process in order for the sun to rise again. What's the sun? It is illumination. It is evolution. It is happy times are ahead. But you first have to go through the process in order to come to this place of acceptance of your current situation and realize that you have what it takes to bring joy into your current circumstance, regardless of your situations, but it is your choice, right? So have confidence in yourself, realize that you are powerful, you are instinctual, you have this magic within you, and it's about feeling confident in what you're moving towards, and have the confidence to slay those demons that are keeping you up at night, those fears that are creating the restlessness, okay? And saying, you have no power here. I understand you and I honor your place in my life, but you do not control me, right? So it's also about what you give is what you get. Okay, so if you are putting out fear, if you are putting out pain, the more you're going to receive. But it is also important to realize that the more joy, the more happiness, the more support that you give, the more you get back in return. And this is going to lead to a brand new beginning for you to stand up for your right to transition for a higher level of commitment. Okay, whether that be within your belief systems or your relationships, this is a very powerful time for Pisces to rise above the blockages or the obstacles that you perceive are standing in your way. This is about, stepping over them, no matter how graceful or ungraceful it is, just continuously moving forward and believing in yourself and your instincts to get over the hump, right? So let's see. I'm going to pull, I'm going to pull some cards for what is the best advice to move forward and what is the outcome of doing so. What advice do you have for Pisces and moving forward, and what can they do for themselves to move past these these perceived obstacles or fears? Do not fear the unknown with wash away your burdens on the bottom. So again, be honest with your emotions, allow the emotions to come through to the surface, and don't be afraid to show that to your loved ones, okay? So let's see. Do not fear the unknown. And again, someone very wise, okay? The ugly is not always bad and evil, and the beautiful not always good and just. Failure is not predetermined, nor it a given that others laugh at you if you choose to follow your dreams. It is your fear of the unknown that makes you question and judge. Do not let another's experience be the truth that guides you. Do not allow your fear of an unknown outcome to hold you prisoner. Your own experience could be both different and rewarding. Live, okay? So once you just change your perception of the situation and not be scared of what is going down behind the scenes and just trusting the process, what is the overall outcome? Yeah, so we have the Four of Swords. So some of you might just need to take a break. Some of you might need some time to recoup and really look at what your pain is telling you, right? When we get triggered by something, it is truly a blessing because it's showing us what needs to be addressed, what needs to be healed in order for us to find our truth so that we can finally speak up about it, right? So that's what they're bringing you this month in January. They're giving you the opportunity to look at your fears and look at your triggers in a different way so that you can see the truth behind it and how you have been holding back in certain areas so that you can finally communicate the truth behind that pain and why you're so fearful of the unknown. And what's behind the surface is the Emperor. Okay, so, it's that masculine energy. Again, finding the power to stand up, to know your truth and build your empire and know where you stand and have the confidence to move forward diligently, regardless of the process. Hey, Will, what's up? But yeah, some of it might be really scary and very, again, out of the blue, very unknown. Like, you're just not sure, but it's giving you the opportunity to clean the slate so that you can be reborn. Okay. That judgment call, there could be something that really comes up very quickly for you that is going to allow you and your significant other to communicate clearly about what is happening behind, what's actually happening on the inside that maybe you haven't really talked about or been really open and honest about, and how to, be patient with the process, move forward, and drop the burden so that you can start anew, right? But first, you have to understand what those burdens are and how to plant the seeds and be patient with the process and know that the bounty is coming. But first, you have to nurture what you're putting down, right? So, yeah, guys, I hope that makes sense. um, yeah, yeah. All right, guys. Well, that's all I have for you today. I hope everyone enjoys these messages. And if you do, please make sure that you like, share, subscribe, drop me a comment. Let me know how it resonates with you. And I hope you all have a wonderful new year. All right. I'll talk to you soon. Bye. Oh, by the way, if anyone needs a private reading, you can email me at whispersofgrace1016@gmail.com. All my information is down below. And don't be shy, guys. All right. Bye.